Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's WQXN966 here with GMRS Lincoln Network. So, I just kind of wanted to touch a real quick video here on the nodes. I always recommend having a couple of different channels put in there with a couple of different PL tones. You never know when something is going to break your PL tone and cause havoc across the network here. And you don't know it because it's for the simplex nodes, you don't hear it. Sometimes it will be noisy, and all you'll hear is the courtesy beep, but we're getting a bad static or something causing havoc. So I always recommend putting a few different channels in there with different PL tones. I mean, even the same channel with a different PL tone could resolve your issue. So it's always nice to have backup channels in case, and you never know. One area might be fine on, let's say 675 with 141.3 PL tone, and you move it 20 feet away, and all of a sudden there's something getting into it. So another thing to note when if you're modifying the 888s all by yourself there, another thing you want to do is when you're programming it, you want to turn off the voice of the radio. So when it tells you of low voltage or power on channel 1 or whatever, the network hears that stuff. So that's why you got to turn it off. We've got currently one that the guy didn't know that when he programmed it, and that darn radio, every time the battery dies, it's telling us low voltage, but it doesn't have the volume turned up, so he doesn't hear that it's saying low voltage, but we are. It's even worse yet when it's the Chinese saying low voltage. The network had the coronavirus. But like I say, there's many things, and there's a lot to it. Have been a few people that have taken it amongst themselves to actually put forth the time and the effort to get this stuff done. There's actually a gentleman that modified his own sound card. If you go on the website under hardware, there's actually a breakdown. There is one of the model 888s and a sound card modification that you could do. I don't have the skill sets to solder that in there, but maybe one day. But we noticed in time that the sound cards, the audio quality deteriorates eventually. But it's after a while. It's not that big of a deal as long as you ain't moving it around. But yeah, so there's what it is. Just figured I would come at you live here. Well, not live, but record a video here while I'm waiting for my counterpart to finish up there. This is what I do for a living. I am currently training the guy up on the crane right now, and we hold things up to the roof for people to take the shingles off or whatever. So have a good one.